Hi guys, welcome. Today we have urgent Iraqi oil news and a scenario for a currency float based on the increase in Iraq's oil revenue. Oil revenues for the month of April was $10.55 billion with 101.3 million barrels exported. This is the preliminary report. The channel will have average cost of barrels and additional information in upcoming videos. The bottom line is Iraq generated more than $10 billion. Do I need to repeat that? Over $10 billion in US dollars in oil revenue for the month of April. Along with this crucial news, we know that Iraq is drilling 20 new oil wells at approximately 7,000 plus feet deep. The new third offshore pipeline will be connected to the port and be operational by the end of 2023. Now, this will increase the oil export capacity by at least 600,000 barrels per day. A note to those who doubt Iraq's ability to recover. You may want to rethink your investment strategy. The not so good news is the Ukraine war leaves Iraqi cupboards bare. Iraqis have protested the increase in food prices. However, officials blame the Ukraine war as the reason food prices have increased. This is happening not only in Iraq, but in many African nations who receive wheat from Russia and or the Ukraine. Now, a few of you have mentioned in the comment section that you have trouble believing Iraq will ever revalue their currency because they have overprinted the money. This is a valid concern. And some people believe that Iraq will have the necessary income to rebuild the country, create new jobs, along with enough cash flow to maintain the government for months to come, as well as pay Iran for electricity, clean up the rivers, smother corruption, and print new currency. The scenario goes like this. The policies surrounding the exchange of the old currency, the dinars we hold, and the newly printed currency, which no one is admitting to, will determine who can exchange the old currency for the new. They could limit the exchange to Iraqi citizens and countries, or they could only exchange currency inside of the country, meaning you and I or whomever would have or need to travel to Iraq in order to exchange the currency. And while you're there, pay for lodging, food, and transportation. In other words, build up the tourist industry while you're there. Once the exchange period is over, Iraq could, and I'm saying this purely as speculation, they could float the new currency. There are so many people out there who know so much more about this type of revalue process. We will have to wait and see. From all the research I have done, the only real argument against printing a new currency that the Iraqis, would have complete control over is and was the cost involved in printing the new currency. At $11 billion in oil revenues per month, with that amount increasing in the future, the cost to print new currency would no longer be a problem.